Howdy, howdy. I hope everybody had a very good weekend.
Hello.
I had an amazing weekend. It was an exciting weekend. There was so much news on the weekend this weekend. It was unbelievable. I was wondering what country I was living in.
Right.
Excuse me, y'all. How was your weekend?
My weekend was busy. Busy. I watched Ellie Mae on Saturday. Well, my son was here, so we kind of watched her together. And then on Sunday, I went and watched um, Poseidon's soccer game, his first travel team soccer game.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so it was nice. And I took my mom with me. So she couldn't see anything, but she was still there and she knew my son sat next to her and he was giving her a blow by blow, play by play.
I think that's awesome. I love that when that happens. I got my great nephew or
Hello, KMM.
I know, isn't it nice to see her? I figured she'd be here tonight. Hello there, stranger. Stranger danger. Wasn't that some kind of cartoon? I don't know.
No, it was Stranger Danger when they first started kidnapping kids. Don't go near people's cars that say candy or they have puppies. You want to see them? Stranger Danger.
Oh, I knew it was something like that. Something about stranger danger, something.
But they did make it like cartoony. So there you go.
KMM, how was your fishing trip? Tell me about your fishing trip. I didn't go fishing. I had a honeydew list. Honeydew this, honeydew that, honeydew something else.
I'm glad I don't get honeydew list.
I'd say kiss my butt, honeydew. Honeydew, kiss my butt. But I got what I got to get done. You got to do what you got to do and just go on with it. Worth fighting over.
Yep. Oh boy. So guess what? Today
what?
I was holding Ellie Mae. She did a flip and I lurched to catch her because she was going to fall off my lap. And she twisted the other side of my back.
Oh, no. Poor thing. Yeah. Poor baby. Well, you know what?
Right.
I'm going to talk about
as bad as it was. It wasn't as bad as the other side.
I got to talk. I got to talk about this. It's driving me crazy. The people that live in Springfield, Ohio, there was a lady that came out. The Haitians went to Springfield, Ohio, and she was saying that there's a park by her house, and you know how the ducks, they go out there and feed the ducks and everything. Well, the Haitians are catching the ducks and eating them, killing them and eating them. And then they're killing and eating the pets too. So I want to tell everybody, make sure that you if you live in Ohio, make sure that you keep your pets in the house as much as you can, because they might end up on a dinner plate at somebody's house.
Tastes like chicken.
Well, everything tastes like chicken. If you don't know what it tastes like, rattlesnake tastes like chicken, rabbit tastes like chicken. I guess Chihuahua tastes like chicken too. Cat, whatever, it all tastes like chicken. Oh, there's another thing that happened this weekend. I forgot to tell you, Linda. Wait till you hear this. All right. So I don't live too far from the border, right? And so we got a news alert. We got all these people coming across the border. So you're just like, okay, we got all these people coming across the border. What can this alert be about? Well, a Bengal tiger, Mexico Bengal tiger, escaped from the zoo and he came across the border. So they couldn't find him. He's running around here somewhere. And I thought, well, I guess we'll take anything. You know, if you live in Ohio, the Haitians will eat your chihuahua, and if you live over here, the Bengal tiger will eat your chihuahua. So either way you look at it, you better keep your pets in. No matter where you live, you better keep your pets in the house.
I'm speechless with that. Just speechless.
We'll take them all. Let them all run across. Just open, you know, they open the prisons, let the prisoners come over. Now they're just going to open their zoo doors, I guess, and let their animals come over too.
Well, that's okay. You know what? Here's a good idea. Bring back gladiator time
Sure.
and let all the illegals go in the ring with the wild animals.
Well, you know, I was
Fight to the death.
I was telling Clyde right after I saw it, I said, Clyde, get the dogs in the house. Please get the dogs in the house. There's a great big cat out there. And he goes, what? And I said, a Bengal tiger has escaped from Mexico, and it's not too far from it. And it's ran across the border. Now, I don't know where it's at. Nobody can find it. I want the dogs in the house. He goes, I think they'll get the children before they'll get the dogs. I'm like, oh, that's not even funny.
Yeah,
It's crazy. This world's gone nuts. It's gone nuts. We got the Bengal tigers running, and we got the Haitians eating our ducks. What's left?
somebody
Other
tried to
than-
break in my car.
Oh yeah, you said that somebody tried to break in your car.
Only thing in there is a baby seat.
See,
That's all
I
that's in
mean,
there.
look, that's just ridiculous, y'all. That's ridiculous. It's getting to the point. I didn't sleep last night. I sat there and looked at the ceiling and heard every noise there was to hear in the world. And if it was too loud, I go, Clyde, Clyde. And he goes, what? I said, did you hear that? And he goes, damn it, that was the ice maker. Are you sure? Are you sure? It ain't that damn Bengal tiger. I said, I didn't think it was. So, you know, I was just having one of those nights thinking about everything. And then I was thinking about Florence that's coming in, or whatever its name is. That's that tropical storm that's getting ready to hit somewhere and doesn't know where it's going. And they said, well, you're going to get a little bit of tropical rain. Well, it was bright and shiny and sunny today. So I don't know when I'm supposed to get that rain. It was supposed to be this afternoon. So maybe it's going to slow down a little bit and I'll get it tomorrow, Wednesday. I don't know. Who cares? I can't stay
It's
up.
supposed to be up by Louisiana by Wednesday, because we're supposed to get it up here by Friday or Saturday.
Well, it hadn't got that far yet, because it hadn't even gotten past us yet.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. They're saying that it's going to be zoop and just in and out, in and out.
Unless it slows down, you never know.
I know.
It hadn't even taken its turn. They said it was going to take yet. See, they don't know. Those things have a mind of their own. They do whatever they want to do.
Yes, they do.
So, KMM, you missed out. I'm going to let Linda tell you what we're going to do. Tomorrow, we're going to be on late because we're going to stream the debate. How exciting, huh? I'm pretty excited.
Oh, we got special effects for this KMM.
It's going to be
Special
good.
effects. Okay. Now we all know there's going to be lies, and we all know there's going to be truths. Now there could be lies on both sides. There could be truths, maybe on both sides, but we've got the buzzer. And then that's for lies.
Mm-hmm.
But for truth,
Ding, ding, ding.
ringing the
Get
bell
that
and buzzer.
bell with Cupid down. That's right.
I had a Cupid doll.
Did you?
Cupid doll was my favorite doll when I was a kid.
I never had a Cupid doll, but because we never ever could win one.
My grandpa drove in a snowstorm to buy me a Cupid doll.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I was spoiled.
So we're gonna have we're gonna have so much fun tomorrow. I just hope that Kamala doesn't wear my batteries down on my buzzer. Because if she lies too much, I'm gonna have to push the button too much.
Hey, look, I will bet you.
You
A
do.
penny.
I'm sorry.
I will bet you a penny that she has on one of Hillary's pantsuits.
Oh, I can. Oh, you know what? I can guarantee she borrowed one of Hillary's pantsuits. You do, KMM. Come here, Benny. Come say hello to everybody. All right. This is Benny. Benny.
Benny.
Tell everybody how you're a Great Dane. Tell everybody how you're going to fight that Bengal tiger. This is my Benny. Okay, look, you can't say hi.
Now he won't say nothing. Benny and the Jets.
And this is Missy.
Oh,
This
the
is
Missy.
sister.
The Missy.
Sister. She is so loving and so wanty. She likes to give kisses and everything. Benny tries to give you kisses and he gets up there and then he goes, okay. You guys go play. So that's who you heard. Benny was telling everybody okay, so the reason Benny was barking is we have a couple feral cats outside and Mama, the one is pregnant. God bless that dang tomcat comes around every time and she gets her pregnant and then he takes off and I don't know where he goes, but anyway, so she's
next time, baby.
Yeah, next time I'll see you when you get done. And so she's about ready to pop and she's wandering around and Missy smells her under the door and she gets her nose underneath the door, starts smelling her. And then when Benny sees Missy's nose down there, he just starts barking. He thinks he already knows something's out there. He don't know what. He don't care. He's just going to bark. So that's what he was barking at.
A tomcat's a lot like some men back in the day.
You know what?
When the kids are raised.
You're right. And I sat down with this little mama cat and I had to have a talk with her and tell her, you know what? He's ugly. What is wrong with you? That is the ugliest cat I've ever seen. Would you just not do that ugly cat? He's got a great big fat face and it's black and white and his eyes are real close together. So it kind of looks like he's doing that. And I said, would you please leave that ugly cat alone?
Right.
I'll send you a kitten. I'm getting rid of a few of them. Oh, I don't know. But I wish it. And then we got a big yeller cat that's a tiger cat. And he comes around every once in a while.
Given to you in a nickel?
No.
So.
Hey, hang on 1 second. Earl's talking to me.
You got it. So, KMM, so I have
two of them.
So I got a black and white, the ones that are black and white
cats, they're fucked up.
Cats, they're like black and white patched. Well, that's what this Tom is, but he's got cross eyes and he's got a big fat face.
Yeah.
But
I got 43p war nickel.
I got one of the babies off of that litter from him and Charlie, and Charlie's a black and white female. And I got the female, I got the one out here. And
it says
we call her Houdini because she disappears all the time. We try to cage her and she disappears.
That's a whole different back.
That's what my Steve was. Oh, was he a black and white patch?
From a nickel.
Black patch?
That's a normal nickel.
Black and white patch. Well, I got two females out here.
Feel the difference.
I'd be more than happy to send Houdini to you. Oh no, that's Oreo. He's the Tom, and his eyes across his face too big,
Oh.
and he's ugly. And I said, you know what? We gotta have talk, ladies. You know, you gotta get a little bit better taste
Is this an actual?
because that is just no taste at all. That is an ugly cow.
It's an air. It's air. Too.
Got a great big face, and its eyes are like right in.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Earl came across a different coin.
That's what I thought we heard. A war
That's-
nickel.
Yeah. Yep. He got one. He's like, did you ever have anybody hand you thousands of dollars? I guess that's what they're worth.
You know what? I had somebody one time hand me over. It was a kid, and I was assistant manager at one of these like 7-Elevens.
Uh-huh.
And he handed me a 50
Put it up.
50-cent piece, but it was a silver 50-cent piece. And and I called my papa and told him come get it real quick. And I gave him 2 quarters for it because that was all it was worth for me. So he could play the video game. I'm sure his mom and daddy were so mad at him.
Probably.
It's like, thank you so much, son. Now carry on.
Right. I know you just never know what's going to be worth money. You go to a garage sale, you buy something for 50 cents and it's worth billions.
Do you know anybody that collects dolls?
My mom.
Okay, well, there's a doll that's called oh heavens, it's is it a Monica or something like that? They're Victorian dolls that have their anyway. We have a couple of them, and one of them is worth quite a bit. They're all named Monica and Margaret. They have the artist's name all signed on them. You know, they're worth like about $400 or $500 or $700 on some of them. But you know, the thing is they're like worth that much if you can find somebody that wants to pay that much for them. Other than that, they're worth a nickel.
You know, I have one of the original Princess Diana.
Well, they're worth probably quite a bit too, I'll bet. I know that the
And
1980,
then Earl has
1988 or 89 or something like that. Barbie, Christmas Barbie's worth quite a bit too.
You know, my aunt has the original Barbie, the one where she's got the hair molded and then you put wigs on her. And she's got the original Barbie house. It was made out of cardboard.
I used to have the Barbie airplane. Of course, I don't have it anymore. And I had the Barbie penthouse. Of course, I don't have it anymore either. It's probably sitting in a landfill somewhere.
Yep.
You know.
I know.
Remember the click clats? Those 2 glass balls that you went like that, and they only let them have for a little while.
The very first show. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, I got news for you. They were selling some of those at a like a fair or something, and I bought Clyde some, and he goes, "Oh my God, that is just too funny! I cannot believe somebody has brought those things back."
Mm-hmm.
Me either, because they took them from us because they'd shatter and go into people's eyes.
You know, you can get a lot of stuff. There's a magazine, but you can look it up online too. The Vermont store.
Mm.
You can get all kind. You can get Gee, Your Hair Smells Terrific shampoo.
Oh
the
my.
original, and you can get Lemon Up shampoo.
I used to love that Gee, Your Hair Smells Terrific shampoo.
And Beeman's gum and blackjack and clove.
Remember that clove gum?
And tea berry.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
I remember all those. And those necklaces that had the candy on them, and you pull them back and you chewed on them, and then they turned the slobber turned.
Oh, they still make those. They still make those.
My mama said, if anyone buys you that ever again, you're in trouble. They, I didn't want to eat them because because I just wanted to wear them.
Right.
And they
I know
melt
what you mean.
all over my shirt. Gross. They're gross.
That's funny.
So, KMM, what do you think about the debate tomorrow? You think Kamala's got a chance? Someone said that they don't even think it's going to happen. They're afraid that Kamala's not going to show. But then I heard Nancy Pelosi said that Donald Trump wasn't going to show. I think he's going to go there with
They're
Bell.
both going to be there.
Well, they're going to be there. They're going to be there. But some people aren't even going to show the debate. I wonder why.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. That's my thought on it. It'll be interesting.
Oh, it's going to be good. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Tomorrow is my 36th, well, I guess me and Clyde's 36th wedding anniversary. And he said, what do you want to do for our anniversary? And I said, I'm going to stream the debate, you crazy thing. I've been with you 36 years. You can wait another day. It ain't that big a deal. Not it ain't like our 50th or anything. But
What'd you do for your 25th?
We went to Las Vegas.
Oh, how nice.
And drank abstinent, I think.
Absinthe?
Yeah, that was terrible. Ooh, it tastes like black licorice and
That is some wicked stuff.
It was. I tell you what,
It causes hallucinations.
It does. I'm telling you, I was hallucinating.
Yeah, you put it on a sugar cube and then melt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a little spoon. Yeah. Yep. That's what it was. And it tasted nasty because I hate black licorice. Hey, Royal Apple, how are you? It's good to see you. We were talking about you the other day and said, where's Royal Apple been?
Hello, Royal Apple. How are you? Hey, we got a couple new viewers too.
Did we?
The last week.
Yes, we did. We got
Badass.
American Badass. That was fun. He was supposed to be here, he didn't show up. He might be late.
And Brad Britt.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah. So did anybody hear about those two police officers that got shot in Phoenix?
No, you were telling me, you was going to tell me about it, and then the thing came down.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them got shot. Well, they both went to the hospital in critical condition, and one of them didn't make it. He was only a police officer for 5 years.
That's horrible.
5 years. And there were hundreds. I don't know where they all came from, but there were hundreds of police cars and motorcycles escorted his body from the hospital to the medical examiner, the morgue.
That's horrible. You know what? World has gone totally insane. Insane. Like I said, we won't let anything cross the border. I'm waiting for a giraffe to run across.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was a call or whatnot. I couldn't find it. I'm sure it's out there. I just couldn't find it. I was limited on time today. But I have this feeling deep inside that it has to do with illegals.
Well, I'm telling you, like I said, Royal Apple, you missed it. So in Springfield, Ohio, they have the Haitians there, and they're catching the ducks in the pond, and they're eating them, and they're catching people's pets, the cats and the dogs, and they're eating them too. So if you know anyone lives in Ohio in that area, you better tell them to keep their dogs in the house because they might end up being on a dinner table. The pastor, let me see what's going on here. She said, The pastor called out few states because sinning with adultery and witchcraft, Louisiana, Texas. Well, I'm in Texas and I ain't doing any of that witchcraft or any of that idolatry and all that stuff. I ain't doing any of that. I think I heard I speak to power all the time. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you, we ain't doing any of that. I'm not doing any of that. But it's probably not just Louisiana and Texas, I'll tell you. It's probably a whole lot of other places too.
Oh, probably.
You know, these people have gone crazy. They've lost their minds.
Yep, that's for sure. I mean,
They've lost their
eating
minds.
ducks and dogs.
You know what? I'm afraid. I'm afraid I have to tell you because, see, I have more than just a relationship with my dogs because I believe that.
That sounds bad.
Well, yeah,
The way you said it.
that does sound kind of not. That's not what I mean. But you know, dog backwards is God,
True.
and it's man's best friend. And so, you know, I treat them just like I do my kids. My kids are kind of spoiled rotten too. So anyway, I got one in the back over here telling me there's a cat outside. You hear him? There's a cat out here. Mama, there's a cat out here. Would you come get rid of this cat? Well, I ain't doing it. And Benny just needs to shut up. But anyway, my babies aren't going to end up on a dinner table. I can't even imagine. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, thank you, Royal Apple. Yeah, I mean, you know. So, did anybody hear or see Biden with the news this weekend? The media caught him and he couldn't even hear anything. Couldn't hear anything. It was just so mumbled, jumbled, garbage, incoherent.
You know what? He is so off. He's so off.
I know.
And I think Nancy Pelosi's kind of off too.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biden.
Yeah. I think that Nancy Pelosi's kind of off too because they asked her, you know what? That's going to stick in my mind forever when they pulled her over on her golf cart and said, don't you think that Kamala and Donald Trump should have a debate on Fox? And she said, oh, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why would you debate about a Fox? Nancy, we were talking about the news channel. We weren't talking about the animal. How much vodka have you had to drink today, Nancy?
Right. There it is.
And in what position are you holding? Because I think that you're incognito too. We better do the 25th Amendment, get your butt booted out too, because you ain't too smart.
I think we should just put in law. Anybody over 67 needs to go. You retire. We have to retire, or we can retire at 67. You should retire at 67. Why are you going to collect Social Security at 70? They can collect their full Social Security and their full pay.
Yeah, but the scary thing is that would leave Donald Trump out.
I didn't say for president. I'm saying I'm talking about these 80-year-old that they're in there till they're 80 and 90. I mean,
There should be term limits for sure.
They look like death coming in. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be cruel. But I mean, come on. Look at what was it? Feinstein? Look at what she looked like at the end. Come on.
What about the one that was in the Supreme Court that used to wear the lace necklace? Or the lace collar? What was her name?
Ginsburg or something.
Yeah. She came hobbling up. You know, and there's a few others in that Supreme Court that aren't the youngest people in the world. In fact, two of them died in office, didn't they?
Her name was Ruth.
Ruth Ginsburg. That was her name, Ruth Ginsburg. She was never, I don't know if she ever was married or not or had any kids, but I can tell you right now, she was older than dirt.
You know what she reminded me of? And I'm not being mean. But if you went to Catholic school,
A nun.
me of a nun.
Yeah, but you know what? I've heard that.
Bitter look on her face.
I've heard that many times. Many times.
They are a must. They are.
Well, you know, another one that lived in there he was there till he died was Ted Kennedy.
Yep.
But you know, I'm going to tell you right now, that was amazing when we got them crossing the lines, guys. They're crossing the lines. All of them are crossing the lines. Ted, for RFK to join Donald Trump, I mean, that Kennedy family has been Democrat since the first one probably took its breath. And for him to cross the lines and go with the Republican, that's pretty amazing. You know, that's history making there. But then old dumbass over there from Wyoming. What was his the one that shot that guy? That what was his name? And his daughter was starting all kinds of trouble. I just all of a sudden they used to work for Halliburton. The vice president Cheney. He came across the aisle today and he's endorsing Harris. And he's a Republican. You know, they're just, I'm telling you, it ain't the same. Same. It's crazy. Everybody's endorsing everybody. You know, not that that's a bad thing. I ain't talking that that's a bad thing because, you know, if I liked somebody that was a Democrat, I guess I'd go across the aisle and vote for him. I mean, I voted for Ross Perot. I liked him. I liked him. He was like a little banty rooster. I liked him. But, it was like throwing a vote away because, you know, they weren't going to let him in.
He had big ears.
Ross Perot. He was just like a little banty rooster. He'd go across that stage and just and I thought, oh, that's the kind of president we need.
Right.
Because I didn't want to vote for Clinton. And I thought Bush had already been in there enough times, so I threw the vote away.
I might have voted for Clinton because I thought he was good looking.
Well, everybody thought Clinton was good looking.
That's a good reason to vote for somebody, huh?
Well, I heard a lady say today, they said, who are you going to vote for? They were going through doing polls and they said, who are you going to vote for? She said, I'm going to vote. Well, she was black. All right. Not whatever. And she said, well, who are you going to vote for? And she said, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. And he said, why? And she said, because she's black and she's female. And he goes, well, what about her policies? And she goes, well, I don't know what her policies is, but you know,
see,
I think
all it is.
She needs a shot at it. And he said, well, she's been in there 3.5 years right now. What has she done? She said, but she really didn't have any kind of power or anything.
She's the vice president.
So she didn't have much power there anyway. Well, I thought, well, you know what? Neither did Joe. Come on, let's talk about that. Anyway, so yeah, she's going to vote for her so that she can give her a shot because she's black and female. We need a female president, like we need a hole in our head right now. But I mean, I don't know. I would.
We need a female president.
You know, I would go for a female president if we had one like Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah, right.
You know, I'm telling you, remember when they blew up that building that time, that hotel, and her son was in that wing? And she said, I haven't got time for this right now. It's like, your son is in that wing. You know what I mean? You don't have time. Yep. I got other things to do. So I'm going to go make sure that Billy Bob's okay. I'm gonna
Right?
do something else.
Yep. Definitely. Definitely.
We had a,
Yes.
you know what? We did. We did. And everybody's saying that his wife is really a male. Um, but I don't know if that's neither here nor there because Macron's wife is really a male. And that's for sure. That's for sure, for sure. Now, we can speculate all day long, but she's awful big woman.
Well, did you ever see the video of Michelle dancing on Ellen DeGeneres?
No,
Watch that video very closely.
really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, how tall is Obama?
6 foot,
Is he only 6 foot? I thought he was over that.
maybe 6'2".
Well, she's just as tall as he is.
Right.
Let me see. Now you got me. Okay, Michelle is 5'11", and he is 6'4". No, that was Abraham Lincoln. Sorry.
I was going to say, I still think that Abraham Lincoln was the tallest president.
Bill Clinton was 6'2". Well, all right. So Barack is 6'2".
Okay.
So he's the same height as Clinton.
Okay.
But Abraham Lincoln was 6'4", so he's a couple inches taller.
Yeah. Yeah. In that video, it's apparent that I'm just going to say there was something moving under the pants. That's the best way I can word it.
Under Michelle's pants?
Yeah,
Well, maybe she has squirrel on there.
maybe she did. You never know. You just never know.
Got to give her the benefit of the doubt, right? All right. Well, I mean,
I gave her the benefit of the doubt until I saw that video. I did. And then it was like, oh, holy bejesus.
Well, she was excited.
Okay.
Well, maybe Kamala's going to borrow one of her pantsuits.
Maybe.
Who knows, y'all? Who knows? I know that I've seen Kamala, some of those suits that Kamala has been wearing. I know for a fact I've seen some of those on Hillary Clinton. Now I know I have. Maybe
it's the same maker.
No, I think she just said, "Hey, can I borrow some of your suits? Because I don't have any of those kind of clothes."
Right.
But you know what I find funny? I don't care what suit she wears or whatever. But where's she been lately?
Well, on the campaign trail.
Where?
On
She's
the campaign
keeps
trail.
disappearing. Does she have a basement she goes into?
She probably does. Oh, no. You know what? Just before we came on, I heard on the news, I heard on the world news that she landed in Philadelphia getting ready for the debate tomorrow.
Speaking of that, there's a guy on YouTube that was doing some he was over there in Philadelphia and he was asking everybody who they were going to vote for. Well, you all know who they said they were going to vote for. But they did I think they found a couple that said Trump, one couple, but you know what? Come on. We already know. Look at that one guy. Whatever happened to that one guy that looked like Lurch? from the Adams family. Uncle Fester, he looked like Uncle Fester.
From
Was
where?
he,
In
was
what?
he was from Pennsylvania. Finner. What is his name? Finner?
I don't know.
The one that became a senator.
Oh, I don't know.
Excuse me for just a second. I'm going to shut this door.
Okay. We don't mind Benny and Missy barking. Really, we don't.
Benny, Missy.
Yes, yeah, ma'am. They probably do have the same stylist.
You should have seen. I said, Benny, Missy, hush. And yeah, that guy that had a stroke. Wasn't his name Finner? Anyway, I said, Missy, Benny, hush. And Missy went around the corner, went like this to me. Looked at me around the corner like this. Like, what are you doing here telling me anything?
Do you guys think Trump found out that there is people in his circle who tells Cammie about things they talk about?
No, I think I know what Royal Apple's talking about. Are you talking about his cease and desist thing from today? Is that what you're talking about, Royal Apple? That was good. I told you about it, where he said, I got news for you. Just try it and find out and see what happens to you. I'm telling you, cease and desist.
But see, here's the thing. Oh, is that why she never had kids, Royal Apple? I just saw your comment that Kamala was born a man also.
Well, I don't know. She was with Willie Brown, and she was with, now she, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I think there's something going on there between Kamala and Kamala's husband and Jill Biden. Because did you see the lip lock they put on each other that one night?
Well, did you see the way that she looks at Biden? Kamala, she looks at Biden like she's madly in love with him.
Ew. Ew. Comrade Harris. Akila Malati. That's a good one. Can't even bear to say that one. Well, they go both ways. Well, you know what? I got news for you, Royal Apple. I don't know about any of that, but I do know one thing. She broke up a marriage because Willie Brown was married when she got involved in that mess. And then Willie Brown was no longer married, and she was with him. So, she's a home wrecker. And a country wrecker.
So is Jill Biden.
She's a train wreck.
So is Jill Biden.
Well, y'all, we're going to see what happens tomorrow. And Royal Apples, just in case you don't know, no, they don't have they got morals of an alley cat. I got to tell you, so tomorrow we're going to stream the debate. It's going to be exciting. So we're going to be here later than we usually are because we got a big good time planned for y'all tomorrow.
So I got to tell you something funny about that. Lucy has extra credit she can do for college.
Uh-huh.
And it's to watch the debate and write a report on it. And I says, oh, well, we're covering the debate. And she's like, oh, good. I can just watch you guys and then just write down your opinions and my paper will be done.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Because you know what? We're going to look, Royal Apple, I invested. Every time Kamala lies, I'm going to go, wrong.
And every time Trump's right, I'm going to go,
ding, 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 give that gal a Cupid doll. Because you know what? Trump ain't going to lie. He ain't going to lie.
But that's all he does is lie.
Oh, you know what? That's what they say. That's what they don't have nothing better to say.
Right.
So, Royal Apple, if you have something on your schedule tomorrow at it's 6:30 your time, I do believe. because it's
No,
going to be
it was
8:30
gonna
my
go
time.
later.
She's Pacific time,
Oh, Pacific, that's right.
and I'm Central time, so it's going to be 8:30 my time. Well, about 8:15 my time, and it's going to be 9:15 Eastern Standard Time because it's going to be 9 o'clock.
That's almost my bedtime.
Well, you're going to have to stay up. You're going to have to drink a lot of coffee, Linda. You're going to have to get with the program.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to go buy me an energy drink. And we're going to be up and we're going to listen to all the lies that she's going to spread and how she's going to tell everybody how good she's going to be. You know, she said, I was listening to Dan Bongino. I'm sure y'all know who he is. I just love listening to Dan Bongino. Not that I even think he's nice looking, but I love to listen to him. And he was saying that they were talking about the inflation, and he said Kamala is saying that she's going to keep prices down, right? She's going to keep prices down.
She hasn't
Well,
done
with
it
the
so far.
inflation going up, nobody's going to have anything because right now people are only making 1.6%, 1.6% on their stuff, on their groceries right now. The grocery stores are. That's all they're making, 1.6%.
Where's mine?
Gladwin.
Oh, thank you.
So the thing is, if the grocery store people are only making 1.6% profit, she'll put people out of business, putting a cap on stuff. He is a very good man. Hey, ma'am, he's a very good man. Been married to him tomorrow for 36 years. But you know, they were saying watch out for 9/11.
Do you remember that song? What a man, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
Mm-hmm.
That's
There you go. That was a good one. I have to remember that song for tomorrow. So I guess my thing is, all she's going to be able to do is giggle and laugh. Right. It's
that
going to
cackle.
well, I know cackling hairs. It's going to be good tomorrow, y'all. And so, Royal Apple, if you have anything going on at 6:30 tomorrow or 6:15 tomorrow your time, you need to clear your schedule because you need to be here. It's going to be a good time. We're gonna whoop it up.
We're gonna, we're gonna be serious. We're gonna try to give our little hoo-has in there.
Yeah, we're gonna do a commentary. Yeah, I pray for Trump's family every night. Royal Apple, every night he's in my prayers, and so is his family. Because I'll tell you what, these people are just like little demons. They don't have anything better to do. You know,
Crazy.
Satan's time is short. His time is real short.
Do you know what I feel? I feel that, I don't know, let's just throw a name out there. Who's a Democrat that we can throw in?
Waltz. Hey, did you see he had a big tampon and he was holding it up?
No. Okay, let's just say that Waltz walks up to Trump point blank and shoots him in the face and kills him. And I bet you $1 to a donut, they will say that it was Trump's fault and that he deserved it.
That he egged him on.
Yeah.
You know, nothing would surprise me.
You know, I mean, because that's just what they do. They could come out and blatantly say, yeah, he did it. And nothing would happen. Nothing would happen. I mean, it's just crazy that I everybody's like, oh, the border, the border, the border, with her being the czar. And she, in her interview with Lester Holt, she came right out and said, because he said, you haven't been to the border. And she's like, and I haven't been to Europe either.
Well, actually, she did go to the border. She went to El Paso to the airport. She never went to the border, but she went to El Paso to the airport and ate at a very fancy restaurant. And then she got back on the plane and went home. So she said, yeah, she'd been to the border. I don't know if you ever been to El Paso, but that's a long ways from the border. The airport is.
Oh, yeah. I was looking into that.
You know what? You're right, Royal Apple. God is watching over Trump. But these guys, they're like demons. They're willing to do just about anything.
There's going to be a special line in up at the gates
There's
for
gonna be
all the Democrats.
there's a special place in hell for some of these
Well,
people.
that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a special line up there because they'll all be trying to take the Golden Gates.
Well, do you remember Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
That egg.
There you go. Yep, there you go. That's what Peter will be doing. Bad egg.
She does. She does. She steals the tax money and she gives it to everybody. I have a friend of mine, and she's one of the funniest people you ever seen in your life. And she got they called her to check and see who she was voting for, and it was Washington or something. I don't know. But she said, "Are you calling me from Washington? Because if you are, would you tell Biden where's my money?" She got that from
how did that ever work too? The COVID relief checks or whatever? Because if you were on Social Security, you didn't get a check.
My mama got a check.
I didn't.
Well, you know what?
I never got one.
You should be able to get one. You should be able to tell them you didn't get one.
I never got one check.
Well, you should be able to tell them.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone said Angela Jolie is nice. She does trafficking for the government. Oh, see, there you go. Well, you know what? She's got so many kids, and she's got them all up and down her arm like the love tree. All their names.
Oh, does she?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen her. I don't really care for her. She definitely plays a good Maleficent. I'll tell you that.
Well, there you go. And I'm not too sure what's going on with her her daughter. I don't know if Shiloh is. I don't know what Shiloh is.
She's a girl.
Well, I know she's a girl, but she dressed like a boy forever, and now she's dressed like a girl. So I don't know what's going on with all that.
I think that they were pushing that agenda back then.
No, they've been pushing it for a long time.
Well, I'm just saying, I think that they were pushing it on her, and for how they paid the kid to do it.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Holly Weird, and I mean Holly Weird. There's a lot of them over there that aren't too bright, and they're getting ready to find out exactly how bright they're not. Because Donald Trump, see, here's the thing. Donald Trump is holding the card out, and I don't know what it is, but he's holding his Trump card.
Oh,
and
not a Trump card, you know that.
And I'm going to tell you, he knows a lot of things about a lot of things, and he's been up in Hollywood, right? Because he did his Apprentice and all that. And yeah, there you go. There you go. He's gonna call them all out. Call them all out. You watch him. He was in, this one was in Hollywood, and this one was in Hollywood, and all them Hollywood people, Holly weirdos, and they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out when the truth hits. It's gonna be a Red Sea moment because it ain't gonna be good.
All these people, and I'm sorry for this expression, but all these people are going to have their asses handed to them.
On a silver platter, as my papa would say. Yep. Yeah. because a lot of things are going to change. Y'all heard that Elon Musk is going to be the new person in charge of auditing the government spending, right? Wouldn't you like to have him? Do you know, I heard today he's going to be the first American trillionaire.
Wow.
Yeah. Came
There's
in.
only one other trillionaire in the world. You know who that is?
Who?
The Prince of Saudi Arabia, that family.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you something.
Trillionaires.
Do you know who endorsed Trump the other day? Or today? Was it today or yesterday? Rocket Man. Now, wasn't that a weird thing that North Korea wants to support Trump?
Well, because he has nobody. He has nobody to go up against.
Well, I mean,
It's not a challenge.
well,
Like,
well,
I'm going, I shoot missile at you. And they're like, okay.
well, Putin just came forward and he's gonna go with Harris. He endorsed Harris.
Interesting.
Yeah, North Korea. Isn't that funny? I thought that was kind of funny too. But yeah, Putin just endorsed Harris, and Donald Trump said, "I don't know if I should be heard about that." Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. I'm telling you, and it's getting ready to come forward, and we're getting ready to find out a whole lot of things. And tomorrow, I can bet there's going to be some hair twisting surprises that we're going to find out about. I can guarantee you. I just know it. I feel it in my bones, and we're going to hear some things.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, and again, it's that time, y'all, because we got to cut it short because we're going to be on longer tomorrow than we are tonight.
And on Thursday, we won't have to worry too much about it because we go into a new month.
Right. And I might be a little bit late on Thursday because my great nephew's going to play a football game, and he's playing early, so it's only about an hour, but I might be a little bit late.
And I have some exciting news.
Tell us.
I leave Saturday for Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take my laptop with me, and I'm going to try to come on live from the beach for you guys.
You know what, KMM, I'm excited for tomorrow, too. You better watch the weather. Florence may be going to Florida.
Florence? Francis?
Oh, whatever that stupid thing.
No, it's not. It's not.
I hope not. The golf is wrapping up.
Yeah.
Well, this is our
I'm so excited. And the best part about it is, I went down there last year too. And I don't know if I ever told you guys. I went down there last year and I drove the perimeter of Mar-a-Lago.
Oh my God, how nice is that? That'd have been awesome.
It was, and seeing all the Secret Service, just to see it, because we don't see it. We don't see that kind of stuff every day. But they were sitting out on their little golf carts, and yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Well, it's going to roll. It is going to be, let me tell you what, it is going to be a history-making event. I just got this funny feeling. And I'm a little worried about 9/11, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I think that they're just going to let 9/11 die off. No pun intended.
Well, I hope so.
We
could never have
too much has come out about that.
Yeah,
too much has come out about it that people just don't believe. That
a lot of crazy stuff, y'all.
They just don't believe that it's what they projected it to be. How about that?
No.
So
there's been
all right, y'all. We love you.
We love you. We're going to see you tomorrow night for the debate. We're all going to have a good time.
Thank
So-
you for your love and support, as
Yep.
always.
Press like, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe on your way out the door. And you know what? We are going to have us a blast tomorrow.
Yes,
It's
we
going
are.
to be a good time.
We will see you
So,
ladies tomorrow.
Bring popcorn in your Cokes, because it's going to be a good time.
Absolutely. Good night.
Good night, y'all.